High is quick and powerful,
right,
and sharper than any two-edged sword,
right, and sharper than a two-edged sword,
piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart.
Right. So when the brother condemns you with the word of the Lord, you can't sleep with that, man.
Yo, no pictures, man.
All right. He could take a picture, let it be a curse unto him. That's all it's going to be. It's going to be a curse unto him. You know. But yeah, the point of the matter is that they can't stop this, man, and they won't stop this. Read that verse again, man. I want God to recap on you. Just read that.
It's Hebrews 4:12 again, and it says, "For the word of the Most High is quick and powerful, and sharper than any two-edged sword,
Right.
Piercing even to the dividing asunder
Right.
of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart."
And that's why, and see, all they got to do is watch a video. When they watch a video of us breaking the scriptures down, even that alone, they feel condemned. When a certain scripture come out, they feel condemned with what they just heard. Because mainly what we always talk about, you know, and especially in Great Millstone, we always talk about the Edomites and what kind of punishment is going to befall the Edomites. And they know, consciously bear witness to that, because they hear the word of the Lord, condemning them through the Spirit. And that's why whole cap alone, he can't think straight, man. And he's steady dedicated and trying to throw this thing down, man, because he's hoping like hell on top. I don't cut you, brother. He's hoping like hell that this is not true. That this is just got to be make-believe. This can't be real, man, because what we're used to is having the tribes in despair. We're used to and we're comfortable in seeing the tribes in desolation.
Because it's coming from a book that they thought was theirs all along.
Exactly.
That they thought was all about them, was theirs. So now from that special book, this #1 selling book, half of that man is from Edom might start buying this book.
Yep.
But then they find out that same book has been condemning them all along, man.
All along, And that's why you notice we have a lot of Edomites, man. They're coming out of that Christian church, and guess what they becoming? They're becoming sorcerers now. So they go all the way back to their true nature. You see that? And guess what? You have a lot of members in Christianity that they fall out of it, man. Left, right hand, and center. Even down here in England, man, I read an article on it. You got a lot of so-called proclaimed Christians. They going out of that, and they found some other philosophy to go on.
I remember that time Waterloo, when they were doing that gay pride thing.
Right.
This grown as Edomite, he came with wearing tiny shorts, and then he saw us reading the Bible. He says to us, "It's our turn now. The Bible is to be burned down." Because it's our turn now.
I don't remember that.
Because it's our time now. Our time now. You need to burn those books.
But he's right. It is his time, because Esau. This is his time also to shine and also to get his wickedness on. That's his way of stretching his legs. Now they may say, well, we're going to do this in the year 2025 or the year 2027 or what have you. But you might most likely not going to go that far. All right. To me personally, it's looking more like Esau's got a maximum of 2 years left. Go on, brother.
Second Ezra, chapter 4, verse 37. Let me start on verse 36. And unto these things Uriel the archangel gave them answer, and said, even when the number of seeds is filled in you, for he have weighed the world in the balance.
Right.
By measure have you measured the times,
right,
and by number have you numbered the times,
right,
and he doth not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled.
It's set, yeah. So when Esau gets his thing going on, and he fulfills his time in terms of getting this one world system or whatever he wants to fulfill in that measure of time, once that time is up, it's up, man. And the Lord knows how many people that's on the face of the earth, and he measures everything. That's why we notice the same way people are born is the same way people are dying every day. People are born on earth every day, and people are dying every day. So that evens out. That evens everything out.
Yeah.
Because if you, let's say for example, people were living more than they were dying, the earth would be overly populated. Even in the animal kingdom, you have you have carnivores that devour other animals, so that the ecosystem can be balanced. Everything can be balanced.
Just a precept to back up what the brother said.
Job 14 and 5, seeing his days are determined.
Right, that goes right along with what he just read.
Yeah. The number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
Right, that's it. So once Esau brings in that what is it, the mark of the beast, hey, that's the end right there. Esau is not going to go any further than what's already set. There's a bound that he cannot pass. So Esau, he's only got a set period of time and to deceive the family. And mainly more so deceive the nation of Israel so that they don't come back to who they are. But that's not working anymore. That's already been out of that. They failed on that one because we've already come and realized who we are now, you know. So that's might as well just X that out, man. Anyway, brother, read what you got.
It's about how you have to leave.
Yeah.
Second Esdras chapter 5 verse 41. And I said, behold, O Lord, yet art thou nigh unto them that be reserved to the end.
Right, and the Lord is nigh unto them that they be reserved unto the end. Okay, so who are those that he is nigh unto? The nation of Israel, predominantly the elect.
Second Esdras 5 verse 41.
You know what I'm saying? So if the Lord is nigh unto us, then wouldn't there come a time or a day that this truth will spring out of the midst of nowhere? Of course it will. Of course. Okay? Because if we're approaching the end of this map, then something's got to get to the point where the Lord will have to open our minds up to receive this information. So that at the end, when the end comes, we can be delivered out of the things that's going to come in the end world. There's also what's also written concerning the end of Esau, right? And what Esau is going to suffer, it is also mentioned in prophecy that we're going to be saved out of those things. So the Lord has a purpose, man. Man has a purpose and thoughts in their mind they want to fulfill, but mankind here is of a lower realm. So any man that's of this realm cannot stop the purpose of the Lord, which is of a higher dimension. Okay? Because everything's already set up through the Spirit. It was already foretold that we was going to get our ass whooped. Lose who we are. Go into slavery, be lynched, and all of this other stuff, being oppressed. That was already written. But guess what? What else was written is the fact that we can come back to this. And by this being the case, we would be taken out of here and all you other nations would go into captivity. So if you couldn't change what happened in the past or what happened in the current moment, how the hell or how the F are you